What's going on, guys? This is Christian,
Alberto Tonito.
and we have a very special guest today.
Hi, Nikki.
So today we wanted to bring Nikki because she owns a travel agency.
Travel agency, yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
My travel agency is called Week Off,
Okay.
and I started it because I want to inspire more people to travel, especially young people. I feel like there's not as much of a big group of people that travel at a young age due to finances and just not knowing where to start and trying to follow the life path of going to school, going to college, graduating, getting a job. I feel like it's very important to encourage, traveling in that and just being more culturally educated, because that's some things that I feel like school and books don't really teach as much as I wish they did. So that's kind of like the learning of life.
You can only do it through experiences.
Yeah,
I feel
Definitely,
like.
Sure.
yeah, definitely.
And Christian and I talked about in the last
Yeah.
podcast. I told him, I said one of my biggest things
To
that
travel, right?
travel.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and it's like if not now, then when? Like
Yeah.
now in our 20s, it's the best time to do it. You're the most agile. You have the most time for trial and error.
Yeah.
Literally, we are in our 20s. You can do something, mess up, try it again, do it, try it again. So it's amazing, and I would love to see more people traveling, because it is so possible. It is so easy. You just have to start. So I feel like having people that you can look up to, or people to help you, to inspire you to do that, or just guide you a little bit, I feel like is very important. So I would love to be that person for the younger generation as well.
So where did you go? I mean, where did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, so after high school, I did go to college. I played tennis for my school. Unfortunately, I got into an injury, so I had to stop playing. Eventually, that led to me dropping out of college. And I kind of just always loved traveling. Growing up, that was I loved it. I traveled since I was a little girl with my family and stuff. But traveling solo is something I never thought I would be able to do, just because I was such an introvert and so, just shy and scared. That's scary. The world is a scary place, especially for a girl.
Yeah, how's it been traveling solo?
Yeah,
I've never actually done
it's
it.
insane.
I feel like it'd be
No,
cool.
it's crazy. It's such an experience. Definitely, as a girl, I feel like it's a little bit more scary because you're a target,
Yeah, true.
But there is ways to do it. Of course, with a brain, you have to be smart about what you do, where you go, how you go. But honestly, solo traveling is so important. It has taught me so much to life. It's expanded a total different mindset outlook on life as well.
Where did you go solo? Your first trip, where was it?
So my first trip, I backpacked for 4 months. So
Solo?
Solo. I
No
decided
way.
this decision was a decision made 2 weeks prior to doing it, and I packed the day before my flight for 4
way.
months. I packed up all of my stuff into 4 months in a little backpack for 4 months. And it was insane. I went to Japan. I did mostly Asia. So another backstory, I've always traveled usually to Europe, a little bit of South America. I've never been to Asia ever in my life. So going solo was a huge push for me to be okay, out of comfort zone.
Especially
I'm
over
doing
there,
it.
they don't speak English or
Yes,
anything?
yeah.
How did you
In
do
Japan,
that?
that was the craziest. So in Japan, nobody speaks English at all.
Nobody?
Nobody at all.
So were you Google?
So Google Translate
Nah.
is literally your best friend. That is the only way to do it. And actually, in some restaurants and places, they don't really accept foreigners either. Yeah, they're a little bit racist actually.
For real?
Yeah, in some places they'll literally kick you out for not speaking their language. Yeah, it's
That's
crazy. They won't serve you.
crazy.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. But Japan, I can say the system is incredible. It's so clean there, well organized. Everyone has proper manners. It's amazing. It's such a different.
Proper
world.
manners and they're kicking you out. You're not here.
They
You're
have
not from here. Get out of here.
Then yes. But it's
How was
just
the food?
incredible. The food was incredible, so good. The desserts, I have a sweet tooth. The sweet, oh my god. The
Did you
sweets
eat
are
anything
incredible.
crazy? I heard they.
No, not really. So I wasn't
what
that.
people
I wasn't
say.
that bold.
That's what people say.
Yeah, so I wasn't that bold to try that. I was also a vegetarian for 8 years.
Oh, no
and
way.
yeah, during that time I was still vegetarian. So it wasn't anything too crazy. But the strawberries were like out of this world. Like if you ever go to Japan, you try the strawberries. Like I don't know what they put in them. They're everywhere at every like gas stations, like 7-Elevens, like
Really?
stores everywhere.
Strawberries.
And they're
Who would have thought, right? The
strawberries.
strawberries.
Yeah, they were insane. But just everything there was really incredible, except for the fact that nobody speaks English. That was a problem. Another problem I ran into was my SIM card, like my phone was SIM locked, so I couldn't like
Oh, you
use
didn't
my
have any
phone
data
at
or
all.
anything?
I had to carry it at the airport. I bought like a Wi-Fi box. It was about this big, and I had to carry that everywhere I went with me to be able to use my phone.
Yeah, especially with having to translate.
Navigate, like navigations, like trains is like the best way to travel when you're there. It's the best and easiest. Walking in trains.
That's one thing I hate about here.
Yeah.
You need a car
Yeah,
for
You need a car for
everything.
everything. Yeah.
When I went to Europe, train. They like them
Trains,
yeah.
and they're easy. They're honestly comfortable too.
Yeah,
It's
so-
fun. It's like an experience.
It is. It's such an
And they're
experience.
cheap. They're cheap too.
And
They're not
they're
that
cheap,
expensive.
yes.
I mean, you could
No,
get.
that's the best way to travel, really. And in Asia as well, like trains were the best way to travel. Like I would say,
Did
like
you go on the fast train? I think
yeah,
they call it.
It's like a bullet train.
Yeah,
So
bullet
it
train.
takes
Is
yeah.
it
I was,
fast?
Exactly, it is fast. I was literally like I was in trains more than I was in cars there. Like that's how big this transportation like is over there with that. It's amazing. The public transportation is great. But yeah, Japan I recommend. I also did like a
Is
lot of
that the first destination?
that was
that
my
you
first
went?
destination.
You went solo, Japan.
Solo. I just sent it.
That's
It was very
That's
hard
bold,
to make.
for
Yeah,
real.
it is. It was hard to make friends there because of the fact that not many people speak English, but also I feel like a lot of travelers. There wasn't as many solo travelers there as I thought there was gonna be. Everywhere I went to, I stayed at hostels.
Was there a lot of travelers, or was it mostly just?
Not really, yeah.
Locals?
Not really. Locals, yeah. So, but I stayed mostly at hostels, which is like if you're traveling, that's the best way to meet friends, and make friends. 'Cause there's like activities that the hostel hosts. Everyone's doing pretty much the same thing as you are, so that's the best way to do it. The Philippines, I super recommend for like
The
traveling,
Philippines?
solo traveling. There's so many islands you can just hop around to. It's amazing.
So that was one trip. You went to Japan and the
It was
Philippines.
the Japan, Philippines, Thailand, Bali, and then Europe. Like a lot of countries in Europe.
And you were there for like how long? 4 months?
4 months, yeah, total of 4 months of everything. Yeah, it was incredible.
That's awesome.
It was an experience that I recommend everybody to take to do because it's like a huge self-discovery trip, I think. You learn a lot about yourself. Your limits are being pushed to the max, like to the max.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How are you making money there?
So
Because I mean that's one
yeah.
I guess that's one of the questions people ask whenever they wanna
definitely,
go,
of course, yeah. So for me, I didn't necessarily make money in those 4 months. I had
Okay.
saved up 6 months of work prior, so I saved up a lot of money to do these 4 months because I simply wanted these 4 months to just like travel, explore myself, explore
Yeah.
the world, just to gain that experience. But I did stay at a lot of like Airbnbs and villas for free or at a discounted rate in return for like doing content for them and stuff like
Oh, yeah.
that. So if you're like trying to get into like content creation, travel content creation, like it's the best way to do it.
So you would just reach out to them?
Yeah,
Like,
just reach out to them, and a lot of them are super flexible, super nice.
It's like a win-win at the end of the day.
It's a win-win, exactly, because they get your great content and marketing, and
Yeah.
you get free stays. So that's like a lot of people think that traveling you have to have a lot of money to travel. You really don't. Either you stay at hostels and it's super duper affordable, or you do it like this way.
So how much were you like how much were you paying for like the hostel? Like
So hostels range anywhere from literally $8 to $20.
Really?
$8?
A night, yeah.
No way.
It depends where you go, of course.
Looks like we're taking a
Yeah.
trip to Japan for you.
I want to go. My cousin's studying over there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Really?
loves it. That was like his dream. He like loved all the
Wow.
anime and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like when he
yeah.
got the opportunity to go there for school, he was out.
It's amazing. Like culture-wise, it's amazing.
Would you say Japan is like the best one out of all the ones that you went?
Personally, no.
Which one did you like the most?
My favorite was Bali, Indonesia. That's like I want to live there one day. It's
It's like
amazing.
paradise.
It's paradise. Everyone's like.
That's like so cheap. Apparently everything
It's
there
so
is
cheap.
so cheap.
It's so cheap. You can get like a crazy villa for so dirt cheap. It's ridiculous. Everyone is like on a mission. Everyone's basically digital nomads there. So everyone just like travels, stays there for a couple months at a time, leaves. It's amazing. The food's amazing. The lifestyle's amazing. Everyone's surfing. Everyone's at the beach.
Everyone's
Everyone's
surfing?
active. Yeah, it's amazing. The best way to like travel there is like by mopeds, transportation
mopeds.
and bikes. So that's really fun. on. Although traffic is
So would you-
like the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
Traffic?
Oh yeah, traffic
With
in Bali.
mopeds?
Yes, you would not believe it. Like,
No way.
I had like moped Ubers come and pick me up. They would be swerving in between cars, going on the sidewalks, like through canals.
Damn.
Yeah, because during rush hour it was like this, like very bad.
And what? It's a very populated place? I feel
Very
like
popular place. The roads are very small, not the best roads, you know. Since over there the locals they make anywhere between maybe like $1 to $5 if I'm not mistaken an hour. So very very low. So they don't have a lot of money, you know. To
$5 an
build
hour?
it. Yeah.
is it developed a lot or
It's-
is it still very underdeveloped?
It's still no, I would say it is developed. I would say
Yeah.
it is, yeah. Like some of the places that they had there, especially spas and gyms, you won't even find as nice places in the United States like that.
Oh yeah, tons. Tons of people have been investing over there.
Yeah,
It's been like a
yeah.
boom.
It's incredible. What I was super surprised to see is a lot of like Russia like owned a lot of properties and stuff there.
Really?
Yeah,
Russia?
that was interesting. Like Russian signs and stuff as well. Yeah.
Really? And
yeah.
what language do they speak in Bali?
Well, they speak Indonesian. Wait, I don't know if that's right.
I don't know.
Wait, I don't know if that's right. Actually, we might have to cut
Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out.
Let's find out.
Alright.
I actually have no
Dude,
idea.
do people speak English there though? Because I mean,
no, most people
I
speak
was gonna
English
say most
there.
people are
Most
travelers
people
and
speak
stuff.
English there.
Indonesia?
It's not like Japan.
It's not like Japan. Most people speak English. But I don't know what their language is called.
Let's see.
Let's find this out.
What language?
So what's the trip that you have planned next?
So the trip I have planned next through Week Off through the
Yeah.
company that I just created, it's actually back to Bali, my favorite place.
Back to Bali? You're going back to
back
Bali?
to
You gotta
Bali.
figure out the language if you're
I
going
got
back.
I know, right?
We gotta figure this out. No, but we're going back to Bali. I picked Bali because a few reasons. First of all, culture. Like the culture there is amazing. Everybody there is truly like so happy with the little that they have.
I mean, it's such
Indonesian.
a difference.
Indonesian, yeah.
You're right,
Okay,
you're
so I was
right. You're right.
I was like, hold on. But no, yeah, the culture is amazing. Everyone's very like spiritual there, which I absolutely love. Like they really give back to Earth, to Mother Nature, to one
Yeah.
another, and it really shows. You know, like the energy there is a different type of energy. Like truly, you step foot there and you feel it. Like it's amazing.
When are you going?
The trip is July, the second week of July, 6th through the 13th. And yeah, we're hosting this. Basically, everything's included. Like accommodations are gonna be included, transportation, all the activities, all the dinners are gonna be paid
So
for.
everything's gotta be included.
That's
Content.
nice. 'Cause that's the
Yeah,
biggest thing. People
exactly.
worry about like,
Yeah,
where do
yeah,
I
yeah.
go? Who's gonna get
Exactly.
me? Like,
And that's like the hardest part as well. I found while I was traveling is like literally every place I went to, I booked the night before or like 2 days before of like where my next spot is gonna be, where I'm sleeping the next
it's fun
day.
like that sometimes.
It's
but-
fun, but it's so scary. It's so scary.
So stressful. I'll be like, well, why am I sleeping no more? You
It's
don't know.
so scary. It's stressful. Like honestly, so this trip is like everything is included. No one has to worry about that.
You
There's
can just
gonna
enjoy.
be you just enjoy. You're around like-minded people. It's gonna be like a content creation trip too. So a lot of content. We're doing like I'm hosting daily yoga there because
Oh,
yoga's
yeah.
a big thing there, and I love yoga. I'm super into it. So we're doing that. We're doing like workouts. We'll be surfing. So we'll be active. We'll be hiking. It's gonna be amazing.
How long are you staying there, like this trip?
So it's a
7
week
days?
long.
It's a
So
week
yeah,
long?
it's a week long, and the maximum amount of people is 8 people. So it's gonna be very exclusive, and yeah, just super like a super intimate trip. You know, we're gonna get to know about each other, make new friends through the process, and yeah, just explore.
I saw that you have a partner in this, right?
Yeah. So I have a partner that we started this company together. It's actually my cousin. He
Oh,
loves to
that's
travel
your
as well. So yeah, he's based in Slovakia, and so he's gonna be managing like a lot of like the European folks and stuff.
Okay.
So basically, if anyone wants to go on this trip, you basically just go on our website. We have a survey that you fill out. You pick a slot time for like a video chat kind of FaceTime
Okay.
call. Just to talk about what we're gonna provide, what we help with. You know, we help with like SIM cards, visa, like all the paperwork you need as well. We make it super easy for everyone. And then
Would you need a visa for that? Like to go there?
yeah,
Or-
so to get into
Yeah.
Bali,
I
it's
was
like
gonna say,
it's
it's
a
a bunch of
process.
legal stuff,
Yeah,
right?
it's a big
Oh,
process.
so you can't just go there with like your passport?
No, you need a
Come on, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
yeah, it's very strict there. So you do need a visa and you need a return flight. So
Oh,
yeah,
they
I
don't-
learned that the
you-
hard way. I got to
Nah.
Bali and I didn't have a return flight because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna
You
stay
need
however long
one?
I feel. Yeah, you need one. They will not let you pass the borders unless you show proof of a return flight.
Why? That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But like the visas, for example, the shortest visa is 30 days. And then I think you can extend it to maybe like 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. Might need to fact check that. but-
Damn, I didn't know like they were that strict, especially
Yeah.
with it being such a like
Yeah.
a
Right?
like,
Yeah,
destination
yeah,
yeah.
spot
Yeah,
for
for-
people to like pop in and
yeah.
out.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's very strict. It's a long process. You can do all of this online as well, which is what we advise. Like through the company, we help you with that. Just to make sure you're not there and you're not stuck at the airport for like 5 hours trying to like figure all of it
So
out.
did you have to
That's
buy
what
a
I did.
ticket? You had to buy a ticket right
Yeah,
there.
what did you
Yeah,
do?
I bought a ticket on the spot. Like I don't even know what I booked. It was expensive because I booked it like on the spot. You know, I don't know when I booked it for, but
Damn, so if you don't have any money and you're stuck
no,
there,
yeah, you're
then-
screwed.
You're just like at the border.
You'll sleep at the airport that
Oh
night.
my God.
No, but I mean that's
Yeah.
huge. That's something that like your
Yes.
company definitely like.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
That's what-
huge help because a lot of people don't know that. I mean, I didn't know that the first time I went, so I
Nobody
have some
told you?
experience.
I
Nobody
would've never
told
thought
me.
that.
No.
I mean,
would've-
being in such a spot where people come in and out, I would have never
Yeah.
thought that was a
But that's
rule.
what I, because like, for example, when you go to Colombia or something like that, you just need a passport and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
certain
that's
places you
places.
need visas and stuff.
like
but not for,
Guatemala,
like-
for example, you just need a passport and then you
yeah,
can
but
come.
you're from
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
so it's different.
But I mean, I don't. I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
true.
much, I don't have any papers from there. All my papers are from here. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, but it's usually not this complicated. For no other place I traveled to, it was like this. So Balio is a very specific, like place like this. But they're very heavy on the regulations and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
once you're in Bali, I mean, it's free for all. Like, there's not that many rules there. Like at one point, we were like riding 3 people on a moped, like on a bike at a time. Yeah, like nobody really cares there. You know, it's amazing. It's very free, like natural lifestyle. Everyone's.
Weren't you in
super
Hawaii
healthy.
for a bit?
Yeah, yeah. So
How would you compare it to
Oh my
Hawaii?
god, so Hawaii, so I lived in Hawaii and
you
I
did
could
go
say, I could like really say I could see myself living in Bali like even more than Hawaii.
Really?
Only because there's just, it's bigger, it's not like an island in the middle of the ocean, you know? Even though I love Hawaii so much. But yeah, the people were very similar, which is I think why I love it so much, the energy really matched. Like you can feel like everybody is just like a family there, you know?
In
So
Hawaii?
it's really nice. In Hawaii, yeah. And in Bali, the same thing.
They're very cultural places.
Very cultural
How
places.
long did you stay in Hawaii for?
So I lived there for about a year. I went to college there, so that's where I
Oh,
met.
that's where you went to college?
Yeah, so that's where I met like a lot of my friends as well that like are traveling and stuff like this. Almost every one of my friends is like a travel content creator, so I was like super inspired by it. So that's where I was like, all right, I want to do this. Like that sounds so fun. I love to travel. If I can like inspire people along the way, like I'm so in, you know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what inspired me to do all of this, and I just want to see more people, like young people, traveling and knowing that it is possible to do it like affordably as well,
Yeah.
and just being more like culturally educated because that's so huge.
No, I
Like,
mean I think the only way to do it is through experiences.
Yeah.
Like you said, like no
Definitely.
textbook is gonna teach
Yeah,
you that.
no, yeah.
Nothing. You actually have to go and experience
Exactly.
things.
Exactly. And also it teaches you just a lot in life as well. Like as a person, you get to know yourself on such a like deeper level. Like I said, I was like the biggest introvert like throughout high school. Like I would have never thought I would do this ever in my life. But you know, it forces you to like, all right, I'm all alone in a foreign place, don't know anyone, don't know the language. Like I have to make friends, like, or else I'm gonna be like alone for 4 months, like not speaking. Like,
Did you have a destination when you got there? Like, did you know where you were going,
no,
or did you just?
no.
So you
I-
didn't
I
have a
just-
hotel. You didn't have anything. Like, you just,
Well, for the first location, so let's say like Japan, I
Yeah.
had my hotel for the first 3 nights, and that's it. Everything
that,
after that
it's
is
just-
just free for all. Like, yeah. So it's a huge test, but I don't know. The way I operate, like, it was very out of my comfort zone. Because in the past, I used to have like a set schedule. Like, all right, I'm doing this day. Like, this is where we're going. This is how it's gonna look like. Like, I had to have like a month before like vision of what my life's gonna look like. So this was like I was going crazy. Like I was going crazy in a good way. But it really taught me to just be way more like laid
In the
back
moment.
in the
Yeah, in the
moment.
moment.
Yeah. So it's like now, like, oh, like, you know, I don't mind. Yeah, let's go there. Let's do this. And
I like traveling like that
Yeah.
though. I hate
It's
when it's like
nice.
on a schedule. I like just
Yeah.
showing
Yeah,
up
me
and
too,
just
me
doing
too,
whatever
yeah.
yeah,
happens.
because
like-
if you're on a schedule and it doesn't go the way as planned, you're so disappointed. And
Yeah.
it like ruins it a little bit
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
No, and then you're always like, oh my god, we have to get here, we have to
It's
get
more
there. You're not
stressful.
enjoying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
all right, we
yeah.
have to do this, we have to do that,
Yeah, yeah,
rather
yeah.
than just enjoying what
Exactly,
you're doing.
Exactly.
So what did you tell your parents when you were like, you just said,
Oh,
I'm going to
gosh.
Japan? And
So my parents, my mom was very, very supportive over me like wanting to travel. Like the deeper meaning behind it, she was very supportive over.
Yeah.
Of course, as a mom, like your child telling you this is not pleasant, it's not nice.
Hey mom, I'm gonna go stay in Japan for 4
Yeah.
months. I don't
No,
have any
I don't know
plans.
where I'm doing. I don't know where I'm
I'm
going.
just gonna go.
No, so that part, like, I
Did
didn't
you ever
tell
think
her
you were
that
just
part.
gonna not come back?
No, I knew I was gonna come back.
I don't know. Who knows?
I told myself, I was like, look, if all else fails, if I hate it, if I am like in tears every single day, I can always hop on a flight back home.
Yeah,
like it's
that's
okay. You
true.
can always go back, you know.
Yeah.
You can always like start over. But yeah, so my mom was very supportive. Of course, she was very fearful. One like little side story that happened was insane. Everyone thought I died for 3 days. It was in the Philippines, and I booked like this tour because everyone was talking about it at my hostel. It's like a 3-day boat tour throughout the islands, and it takes you to like 13 islands.
You disappeared for 3 days.
Yeah, you go diving, this and that. It's like magical, right? So I was like, all right, like mom, like I was telling all my friends, I was vlogging it all because like I was on social media every day, posting, like updating everyone. So a lot of people that I knew personally, like friends, family, but also a lot of people that were just watching to like watch the journey. And so I was telling everyone, like, yeah, like I'll answer you back from the first island. I'll post something on the first island. Like I'll show you guys how it's like, this and that. So my mom's like, okay, like be careful, talk to you in a couple hours. I go ghost for 3 days. Cause of course there's no signal, there's no Wi-Fi. You're in the middle of nowhere on some like little rickety boat. Like there was like 20 of us on this small boat. We would basically sleep in like nets on the beach. It was insane. They would cook in front of us, whatever like they caught from the ocean, like we'd eat. So that was like a whole thing.
That's crazy, but that's such a
Yeah.
cool experience.
It was a great
Yeah.
experience.
I mean, those are experiences that you're not gonna
You're
forget.
never gonna
No,
forget. That's
definitely not. And honestly, being without a phone, without anything, like as someone that has such a big like presence on social media, you
Yeah.
know, like I love social media. It's
Yeah.
inspiring, and you make friends through it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But being without it for those 3 days was so peaceful. I was
No,
like,
I'm sure after
wow.
you just were like, all right.
Yes, because
Like,
you're completely
you just
nowhere.
Yeah,
accept it.
sometimes you need a break
Yeah.
too. You know.
Exactly, and you just like be in your own thoughts. Like I journaled every day. Like I met new people. It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
definitely out of comfort zone, but it was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go, Alberto?
Me, I really want to go to Europe again.
Europe.
I want to.
You've been here?
Yeah, Madrid, Italy. Well, I went to
I've been to.
yeah.
I've been to Madrid.
Madrid. I want to go back to Madrid. Madrid's my favorite, but I
Yeah.
love Italy. I have family in Italy as
Oh,
well.
Italy? I never.
Italy
been.
is gorgeous. I'm going this summer.
Where are you going?
It's amazing. I want to go to like the islands, like the
Oh
coast.
yeah, I didn't go there. I've
No,
heard it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So
I never
I've
been
been
to
when
it.
I was younger, but not in
At
a
Florence,
while.
my cousins live in Florence. It's
Oh,
so
I was
nice.
in Florence this summer. Oh, it's amazing.
It feels like you're in a movie,
Florence?
dude. Like the town is
Yeah.
like surrounded by like walls.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
beautiful.
it's crazy. It's like
I don't even know how it looks like.
And the food is amazing.
Yeah, the
Italian
food-
Yeah, Italian food is the
It's
best food.
the
It's
European
best
food is crazy. Everywhere you go. I mean, I only went to Spain and Italy.
Where did you
but
go?
Yeah.
Is that the only place you went?
I went
Florence?
Barcelona,
Did you go to
Madrid, Rome.
How was
Florence.
Rome? Have you
It was
been to
cool.
Rome?
Yeah, I was in Rome as well. Like when I was backpacking throughout Europe, I stopped in Rome. I loved Rome. It was amazing. Beautiful city. Like everything about
Did you
it.
get to
the
check
architecture.
out Venice?
Venice? No, I didn't go to Venice.
It was cool.
Venice?
Yeah.
Is that the place where like the boat?
Everything-
is?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Everything's-
sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I heard,
cool.
I heard it's sinking.
It wasn't
Yeah.
something I expected it to be more crazy. I don't know. It was just like
Yeah.
I heard my dad went over there and he told me
It was
smells
cool.
Bad, like,
Yeah.
the water smells bad. It does.
Wow.
It
Oh my
doesn't smell
gosh.
that good.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And
The
apparently-
gondola rides and stuff. It's cool, but I don't know. There's nothing.
and apparently,
The
I
town
heard-
is just empty.
Yeah.
Like no one
The
lives
town?
there.
Little
bro.
ghost town.
It's like a ghost town. So you're just
Yeah.
walking around
It's
like
fun
an
for a
empty
weekend,
town.
I think.
Yeah.
But
We went for the day, and I think that was perfect. More than a
You went for the
day,
day?
because
Yeah.
it's empty. I'm telling you, like
So
there's
there's
no one
nothing to do-
there,
there's
but
nothing to
other
do
than
there.
like other people running around. So it's just
Yeah.
random people running around, like,
yeah.
going to little shops. That's it.
So
It
what,
was
to,
cool,
to get
though.
somewhere, you have to get on the boat and
You
then.
go or you cross these little bridges, and you're like going through these walls. It's cool, but
It sounds cool, yeah. But I can imagine there's not that much probably to do there.
How was Rome though?
Rome was cool. I mean, all those countries are so cool because like
Yeah.
it's so different from here.
Yeah, so
It's
like,
so
new,
different.
right? Everything's
Everything
new.
here
Oh,
looks
yeah.
the same. Like you're in like a
Yeah.
simulation. All the
Yeah,
trees
yeah,
are perfect. Like it's true.
No, I can say in Europe, every country you go to looks different. The
Yeah.
people look different.
Even the food is
The
different.
food
like,
is different. It's amazing. That's another huge thing about traveling is I love like trying new foods.
Yeah.
I can say every country I went to outside of the US, the food quality was so amazing.
Yeah, so
you can
much
eat
better.
so much of whatever, pizza, pasta, like anything. You don't feel like as full and bloated as you do in the US. Like,
Yeah, the US.
The quality is amazing. The fruit actually tastes like the fruit. You know, like it actually has
You're thinking about the
flavor.
strawberries, though. You're
The
thinking
strawberries. Those
About,
are
when I went to
too
Europe, even the soda, like the soda didn't taste that sweet. I was like,
Yeah.
I was kind of mad. I was like, bro.
Yeah. It's
I love
just
soda.
healthier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's healthier. Like everyone just is fit there. It's amazing. It's really truly amazing.
And no, I like how everything is so close. Like
Yeah.
here, like 7 hours gets you to Tallahassee.
Seven.
Like
And
8
it's
hours.
the same stuff as it is here.
So how long were you on the trains? Like let's say to get from like Japan to like your next destination. Like,
Yeah, so in Japan, I went to 3 spots: Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. I took a train to all of them. It was a couple hours,
Oh yeah, you
not
get
bad.
there that fast?
Yeah, like 2-3 hours, I think it was.
Damn.
It
And,
wasn't
and even
bad.
the flights are so cheap.
Even the flights are
flying
cheap,
like
yeah.
within like Europe. When I went, like our flight to Italy was like nothing. It was so
Yeah,
cheap
yeah,
compared to you wouldn't even get anywhere here with that.
See, but that's the thing I really recommend doing is like traveling, like backpacking, honestly, because it's amazing because you get to a place, sometimes you can find a deal on like a random Tuesday for like 40 euros to go like to the next country over. Like it's so amazing.
Yeah, it's-
and
You
just
have to
have
stay, like you have to be
Yeah.
checking.
Oh,
for
you
that.
just
Yeah,
you just gotta go with the flow.
Exactly.
Go with the flow, bro. And then,
Or you buy like the Eurorail train where it's like, I don't know, maybe 200 euros and you have the pass to get on the train and go anywhere for like
No way.
a couple months.
See,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
For a
It's
couple
amazing.
months.
Yeah, it's amazing. Really. You
Oh,
just
you have
hop
to
on,
take a
hop
Europe
off.
trip.
I know we do have to take a Europe trip. I would love to go to
You
Europe.
guys gotta do. I recommend getting just on the train and not knowing where you're getting off. Just whenever you feel like getting off, just go and find out where you end up.
Did you
It's
do
the
that?
best.
Is that what you
Yeah,
did?
It's the best.
Where'd you end up?
It's so fun. So I did this when I was in the UK.
No way you did that.
It was amazing. I don't even know where we went. I went from. It was in the UK. We did this a lot, but then obviously we flew back to Slovakia, and from Slovakia I did this. And I was going to Prague, and then from Prague I just went on a train. I ended up in Budapest. It was like I don't know how.
So
You just
how long
go-
did you stay there for? Like
Just a day, and then you just
Oh,
get on
and
the
then
train
you-
back and go wherever. It's
crazy.
unreal. It's unreal, really. And you meet so many people along the way too that you just make friends with, and then you're like, oh, like join me, or you join them. Like the amount of times I've done that too was so fun.
just
You
join,
know.
join other people.
Yeah,
other people
exactly,
travel.
exactly.
I mean, there's got to be other tons of like
Yeah.
solo travelers.
Yeah. There is.
And everyone's
But like, how do you
Yeah.
know? Like, how do you know they're slow travel?
Because they're by themselves.
They're by
Did you
themselves,
just like
yeah.
go to somebody like, hey, are you traveling?
They're in the same,
Yeah.
but dude, they're in the same like vibe. They want someone to
Yeah.
go up to them. They want something.
Exactly. Or they come up to you, they're like, hey, like, where are you from? Traveling here, traveling there. In the Philippines is the best place to do it because it's island hopping. So you meet a bunch of people at hostels everywhere you go, and then you just island hop with them. You just tag along with everyone, It's so fun. It's the best way to do it.
No, and I feel like you probably think it's so weird because it's like people are so cold. But I feel like when you're in that
Yeah.
environment, yeah, bro, like, dude, you don't just go
When it comes to
around-
business, I can imagine
You
you
don't
like,
go around with Naples just like,
Yeah.
no,
bro, you're alone. Like,
they look at you weird.
Definitely.
The old guy
Yeah.
on the corner is gonna be like, who are you talking to, bro?
See,
Like
but
trying to say hi.
But that's what you think, though. That's what you think.
Yeah, that's what
you're
I'm
gonna-
saying.
That's why you just gotta do it. Like I'm telling you, the culture is something so different over there because everyone's so friendly, welcoming, open. It's so different
I feel like
than it is
that's-
here.
Yeah, but that's like that everywhere, though. Like in the United States, like people are just not.
Yeah,
You
people
see,
are
that's
more-
what I said.
Yeah.
They're not that
Everyone's more
welcoming.
selfish into
Yeah, they're just
themselves.
like-
They're not
I
as
said
welcoming.
that and you judged me, bro. I said cool.
No, I agree. 100%. That's so true.
Have you guys been to Colombia? Have you been to Colombia or?
Colombia, no, actually. I would love
Have
to
you?
go.
You went to
I
Colombia.
went to with family for like 4 days. It was
Where?
nice.
Where?
Bogota.
Bogota. I went to Medellin best spot ever.
How are the people there in Colombia?
The food's amazing.
Yeah, the
The
food's
food's
amazing.
so good.
I mean, everything's amazing. Everything's amazing. Literally everything's amazing.
Yeah.
But I went with family. I stayed there for like 3 weeks, and I mean, my
You were
dad.
there for a while. 3 weeks.
3 weeks is a while, yeah.
You work for 4 months. that's a while. That's like,
4 months is a while, yeah. That's
No,
a,
but I
that's
feel like a
push.
regular vacation. Like, if you're going somewhere far, like Europe, then you'd make it a little bit longer. If
Yeah.
not, it's like a week.
that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. Like
You
know,
were there
like,
for 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
No, that was like I've never been there, bro. So I stayed there for 3
You only
weeks.
stayed in one city?
Yeah.
Nah, you
Bro. Well, I went to Guatapé. It's
I've heard
like,
that's cool.
There's like a big rock or something like
Wow. I heard Colombia is beautiful. The sceneries
I
I
think
heard are beautiful
that. Colombia
too.
is definitely one of the best.
Honestly, I think anywhere out of the US, it's just like a different world, different atmosphere. I love the US. I'm grateful, for the US because of like opportunities and
Yeah.
making money and connections and stuff. But to actually live and experience, you gotta go out of the US.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you
do
do.
it to see the culture.
I mean, you
the
can
food.
experience a lot of things in the U.S. as well.
Yeah.
Though. Like, I mean,
It's a different type of experience, I think.
I mean, it's the same culture, and not the same culture. There's definitely different kinds of people in different states,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's overall the kind of
The
same.
culture.
Yeah.
it's still
And
the
it all
same.
kind of still looks the same. I mean, some
Yeah.
look nicer than
Yeah.
I mean,
others.
like, for example, there's beautiful like national parks. In
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
In the
There's
United
cool
States,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's so much more culture and stuff in like. All
there's
the
no
other-
culture in the United States.
United
I
States,
think.
There's
like-
none.
There's
Yeah.
none.
There's none.
There's no like
I was
typical
like,
food.
cheeseburger, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere, the whole
Yeah,
US.
cheeseburger.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
So, what your next trip is on
So my
July,
next,
right?
Yeah, so my next trip that I'm hosting is gonna be in July. But this year, as 2025 started, my goal this year is to take at least one vacation a month. So
Man.
you
where's,
know,
where's the next one?
I just got back from Vegas this weekend, and I'm going to Hawaii in like 10 days. Actually, I'm going back, so I'm
Yeah.
so excited about
How
that.
long is the flight?
Oh, it's long.
To Hawaii?
It's
Yeah,
long.
the first one's like 2 hours, 3 hours, and the next one's 7. So like total,
Where do you fly
know,
to?
Usually from here to California, but this time I think I'm doing from here to Texas, and then from Texas to Honolulu. Yeah, so
That's a
it's
long
it's
trip. It's
long.
like 10 hours.
Yeah, it's like
10
Europe.
hours.
It's like
Yeah,
going
it's
to
Europe.
Europe, but the opposite way. Time difference as well. It's 6 hours, so it's
Oh,
long.
so it's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, but I really want to like expand, like also grow on social media a bit, like in the traveling industry. So
That's the,
one vacation
that's
a month
the
is the goal.
yeah.
Exactly. Like it's an investment for myself, but also for like the brand I'm trying to build. So yeah, and the week off is hosting our first trip in July.
So where
first
can they
Saturday.
find information about that? Like,
Yeah. So on my Instagram, we have an Instagram at week off, but also on my Instagram, nikki.okinka. I have it in my bio. We have our website as well, tagged in the link there.
Okay.
And yeah, we post a lot on there, like frequent posts. You can always like DM us to get to know more information. Hop on a call as well. So
We might be
yeah.
going to Bali, bro. Again.
Yeah, you guys should join. It's gonna be like an insane networking trip too. That's kind of like the goal behind it as well. It's just to bring like a bunch of different people from all around the world into one
Yeah.
place. Just to network and connect, and just gain that experience, share that experience, and share each other's like knowledge as well.
Yeah.
I think that's very important because everyone has something different to bring into the group, which is why it's gonna be such like a intimate, like selective group. I want everyone there to be there,
For a purpose.
for a purpose.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
yeah. So.
No, I think that's an awesome concept, and just
Yeah.
tying it to wanting to help others, I think that's
Yes.
huge.
That's what we were talking about. Last podcast, like just trying to help people.
At the end of the day, I
Yeah.
feel like if you're
making relationships.
making
with people.
Exactly.
relations, trying to help others, that's what it's
Exactly.
all about.
That's what
Yeah.
it's
You
all
can't be
about,
like
exactly.
happy on your own. You
No,
gotta like.
definitely.
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't know,
to
like-
share that experience
Yeah.
like with the world, with people. I also think like networking, connecting is like the key to being successful. Like
Yeah, for
your
sure.
like your network is your net worth.
Yeah,
like
for
truly, like what the circle you have around you is who you are. It's who you grow with. So
No, I mean,
make
at the end,
sure
it's who you're
Yeah.
seeing day to day. It's who you're
Exactly,
telling your
yeah.
things to, and
Exactly.
you gotta make sure
I
that.
mean, your environment shapes you. So
exactly,
whatever.
yeah, definitely. And I think traveling like really broadens that networking experience.
No, and it's cool because you get to meet
tremendously.
people. It's nice because then
Yeah.
you know people in like
Yeah.
one country, the other country,
Exactly.
that country.
Everyone's from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Everyone has something to teach you, to bring
Everyone's
you.
doing something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
next thing you know, like whatever you need, you're like, oh, I know somebody.
Exactly, and now you have places to like visit as well. Like all of my friends I met traveling, like my home is their home. I always tell them, so that's super exciting about that as well. But yeah,
That's
very
cool.
cool.
Well,
That's it.
so if you guys want more information about Nikki,
Definitely check out my Instagram
Yeah.
at nikki.okenka. I'll be posting a lot on there as well about week off. It's linked in my bio. So
Yeah, we'll put the link on the video
Yeah,
so that way they
cool.
can
Perfect.
check it all out.
Sounds good.
well, thank you guys for tuning in, and
Thank you guys for having me.
of
Yes,
course,
of course.
thank you for coming.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right. Peace.
Peace
See you
out.
next week.